are you today? It's a beautiful weather out. I trust it's the same or even better where you are. All right, so today we're gonna be walking us through how we made one of ours. Right, this was inspired by a blouse, right? A blouse. Okay, but the wearer wanted it to be made in a dress. So it's a long sleeved, say corporate dress, so to speak. Yeah, a long sleeved corporate dress. It's just above the knee, right? So but it can be crafted longer or shorter depending on your preference. All right, it's a dress made from all round single crochet stitches and chains. Okay, so before I go on, are you new here? You should totally go subscribe to our channel. On a weekly basis, we bring you brand new videos. If we're not inspiring you on all of the possibilities of crochet, we are walking you through how we made one of ours, like I'm about to do, or we are demystifying what one celebrity or another wore, or we are simplifying patterns, drawing patterns, modifying patterns, graphs, everything that relates to crochet. Now, what's interesting about this one is that we had to draw our pattern. Yeah, we had to draw a few patterns because, of course, yeah. Imagine when somebody sends you a picture, right, and then you see a pattern there. However, the illustration of the pattern wasn't sent, so you have to create something that looks somewhat similar. We had to do that for this dress. You can visit our galleries. You find our wedding day apparel on Makisode weddings, and then you find our corporate casuals and accessories on Makisode models. So let's start. How did we work this dress? This dress was worked essentially in the round. We started it from the base. But before that, we had to draw and create this pattern. We had to draw and create this motif. This motif originally starts out circular and then ends up as a square. We had to draw that. So yeah, a link to how we got to create it and draw it is added to, you'll find that in the description box. So yeah, the whole workings, you can find that all there. Okay, so yeah, we had to create that in the width that was required. Now remember that when you're creating a dress, after the hip point, right, you may want to snatch the dress back so that it gives it a very beautiful fit, right, for the individual who's going to wear it. All right, so that's it essentially. So we walk the you can walk this with, I can give you an example. You can walk this width in the width of the bust, or you can walk it in the width of the abdomen. The abdomen is that point just before the hip, the point between the navel and the hip. All right, it graduates outward from the navel. It increases all the way to the hip. So around the abdomen where your pants line rests, yes, that's where you can use that particular measurement. Yeah, for this base, and then walk up, right? Remember that you would have taken measurement, so you know how long the dress is supposed to be, so you know how long it takes from the base of the dress to the hip of the dress. That's how we had to do this one. So we walked up, yeah, increasing gradually. Yeah, this dress I mentioned earlier is worked in single crochets and stitch and chains. That's meshes, single crochet mesh. Let me put my hand in there. I don't know how well you can see that because the single crochet is really tight. All right, so yeah, that's how this was worked. Single crochet mesh all through, that increase gradually, or you use a change of hook technique, right? Well, we increase gradually until we got to the waist. The waist point, we of course maintained. We had to maintain for a few inches. You are right, just about 2 inches under the diaphragm, and then we increased it back, heading towards the measurement of the bust. All right, and then when we got to the armpit region, as usual, we would stop and then fold. Yeah, or no, maybe not fold yet because we haven't created yet. Now divide the entire work into two. So from here to there, and then we walk the back panel first. So you walk up the back panel of the dress first, making room, yeah, like a row less. That's it. There we usually walk a row less so that it gives it that very nice rest and feel at the back. And then the front, we walked up a few rows and then started to divide into this V. The technique on how we work this V neck is also I'm gonna add the link to in the description box so that you can check out how we gradually reduce necklines to obtain a V. All right, that's it, all the way to the shoulder point, and then you sew up the shoulder points, making room for this part, of course. So now the sleeve, what we did for the sleeve is that we infused. We did not work and then attach. We infused. Infused means we started working it on there. So you attach your hook, walk all the way, to a point. Remember that this is still the shoulder, so you need to still walk up the width of the shoulder somewhat before you now graduate into the length, maintaining the width of the biceps, reducing to the width of the elbow, and all the way towards the wrist, the width of the wrist. All right, so all of that are seriously for this dress. It is I won't say it is that easy, because measurements as usual. Though that's your key. Your key is measurements. If you get your measurements right, then definitely you get the look and the feel of the dress right. Now we also attached a video on how this part was worked. Yeah, it's in the description. The link is in the description box below. So essentially a link to working the shoulder, a link to working the V, and definitely a link to working this. All of that is attached in the description box below, so you can always do, imitate and create yours. It's a very beautiful dress. This individual wanted it all blue. You can go to town and use all kinds of different colors. All right, then when we're done with that, we edged our V neck, right? We edged that around, right, with chains and chains and slip stitches. That's how, chains and slip stitches. We also edged the base of the dress and the base of the sleeves. This time around we use a special edging technique, consisting of double crochet stitches, right? You can see, pick a point, insert 3 double crochet stitches, slip stitch to the next point, insert another 3 double crochet stitches, slip stitch into the next point, insert 3 double crochet stitches, and on and on and on. That's how we worked it. That's how we worked this entire dress. All right, is there any part that's unclear? Do let us know, and we'll bring you a more explicit version. Yeah. And then also, yeah, if you like the dress, you're too busy, you don't have the time to work the dress, or you think it's a little too complicated, we can work the dress for you for a little token. All right, we'll work the dress for you for a token. All right, so do let us know whichever one suits you. Yeah, and then we'll see how we work you through all of that. Remember to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.